marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Jimmy Horn here on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Okay, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's second and long. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Third and 4 coming up now. Young working from the gun. Got a man, and Horn has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. To the air on first down. Young finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's 1st down at the 41. Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. Runs around him. He's got space. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Jukes away from one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. And their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working now from the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd down pass play coming. Good strike downfield to Olave. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They send a tight end in motion. 1st down, play action. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Back now, pressure coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4 for 4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Gun, Young. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10, it's Hubbard. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Going play action. Young. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass brought in by Tetterow and McMillan. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On play action, here's Young. Buying some time left. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop. See the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's It's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
10 at the 18-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Young again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers break the tie here in the first.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Saints 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Second down, looking for options. Throwing the out route complete. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw here on first down. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. He's first down of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
QB keeps the second down option. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they bring him down around the 34. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, Saints.
Throwing from the gun. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. Well, Brock, the run certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Reed now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. Hits his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy, a lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Hubbard again. Free inside the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Play action now. Young bails out of the pocket quick. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow that it puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, it's Young. That's caught by Hubbard. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Young to throw here on 3rd. It's on target to Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. DJ Moore, the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers push their lead to 6. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by his back, Camaro. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium now. Stick around. Looking now from the gun. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So first down from the 41. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He steps in and makes the interception. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, this young man struggled to limit the interceptions this rookie season, and they've shown a lot of patience. But we know that NFL stands for not for long, especially if you're a QB that's interception prone.
That's more of the catch out left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Looking quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Young looking to throw. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play good for 17 on a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, Young. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And it sets up second down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback's steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Second and 10 now. Young's going to try again. And he puts him there under this one, right side. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. He does not get to that line. Looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, fourth down coming up. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on fourth down. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Fitzgerald sends this through, and that'll make it a 2-score game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he will get to the 20. Out of bounds just before it around the 18-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 27. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 27-yard line.
They give on second to Kamara. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Kamara gets it off the option. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
This time it's a passing play. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First and 10 now from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Keeps it on the option here. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Throwing from the gun here. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
The tight end in motion now. They'll run the toss to Kamara. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Kamara running out of the gun. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Shoots another one. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Young on the play action. Brought in right side by Moore. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
You know, Kay, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
It's Young to throw here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Into traffic, complete! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a design run. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Panthers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Young's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Throwing from the gun. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
19 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
They are throwing it again. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. That's Julian Blackmon.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Young on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. It's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
We've set it downs from the 37. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 48-yard line.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. Still has some space inside the 35. Gets it to the 15. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers put up even more points in a win. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers make it a 24-point ball game.
39, Saints 15. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And a great run back past the offense. Just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, you kind of know this is going to happen at least a couple of times this season. They catch the rookie there for roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think this coach would like to have a governor. Kind of like on golf carts, you know, so you don't act crazy and a fool. Some of these rookie defenders I know coaches would love to put a governor on them for a little bit of discipline that just doesn't naturally come for a rookie.
He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
So read here, the handoff to Camaro. To the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. Offense in a hurry up here. Camaro again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
They want to run it across. And he's in for 2, so don't run him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Panthers secure that kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, it kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10 from the 32. Up the middle, Hubbard. He dodged the tackle. Again, he's got room. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers stretch the lead to 23.
46. Saints 23. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. He'll motion him out of the backfield. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Kamara now on 1st and 10. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards. They just got a very successful one.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He's moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Takes the
7.
second down snap. Hits him on the in route. And they bring him down around the 34. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Saints trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
First down, Saints.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw now. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
It's second and inches at the 24-yard line.
There's a give inside to Kamara. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Brought down back at the 27.
Motioning left is their running back. 3rd and short here, trying to pass. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
That's good for the Saints. First down. A gain of 12. And the Saints first down.
The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. First down, he'll throw it. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd down call's ready. Back to throw. He gets it into the hands of Jalen Cole. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and long for him here. It's complete. This is Olave. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing it again here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin them back. It's a terrible field position. You run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
1st and 10. It's Hubbard. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.